Kò sí pẹ́ńsù àbí anything tàbí kí wọ́n máa fi ń draft ẹ̀. Ṣé eraser náà wà? Is there eraser? In case. So we can hold our books. So you'll be checking as I'm doing it. So what's the first thing? What's the first thing there? So this is not a fabric. This is a pattern. This is a paper. So let's just assume that we fold it. That's folded, right? Let's just assume. Let me draw a starting line. Let's just assume from here to here is a fabric. Do you understand? It's going to take people. So what's the next thing? So depending on your choice, you can decide to have a 2 inches band. There's a band in the trouser, like this lady's trouser. I can't really know about guys, but ladies' trouser, I don't put up no money band. So you can. So let's assume that we want to use. Where is 1.5 in this paper? 1.5. Where is 1.5? So you will place. I said this is my starting line. So you place it on this line. Share right there. Can you see where the 1.5 is? So anything teba ma wanta. So this one is the band. This 1.5 inches is the band. Do you understand? If you don't understand, please tell me. You understand? So what's the next thing? So you should mark your. So if you want to measure your before we get there, waist to hip. If you want to measure waist to hip, you measure this your waist to this hip. So now if I want to measure my waist to hip now, I will measure it from my waist to the moment the hip to me. Do you understand? So let's assume we are working with 8 inches. Let's assume that my waist to hip is 8. Do you get? So you leave the 1.5 out. You measure the 8. Now really band so I need very lots 1 be by. This 1.5, you know, let's measure. Do you understand? So this 1.5 here. This 8. Measure it like that because you will roll it. 1.5. This 8. Are we saying it? If you don't understand, so that we can. So your own does not have to be 8. You measure your own. It does not have to be 8. So this is our hip line. Abi? This is our hip line from our waist to hip now. That's our hip line. So what's the next thing?
You measure waist sitting to the top of the shape.
So if you want to measure, some people used to measure crotch line. Crotch line, the measurement don't answer line by. So some people used to measure from their navel here like this. But to be on the safer side, if you want to measure your crotch line, this is how you should do it. Sit down very well. You measure from your waist to ibiti and you jókòó sí. Share it. Wo bí báyìí. Can you see? So ibiti and you jókòó sí bí báyìí. Can you see? This is 10. So it be 10 here. You can ask the customer to sit down like this. Then you measure it from your waist to crotch. So this crotch. So kò sí bóyá fẹ́ tight sí, ó ṣì máa balance this 10. So let's assume our crotch line is 10. So a tún máa yọ 1.5 yẹn síta by measure 10. Do you get? So this 10. Yeah. 10. So this is our what? So what's the next thing?
Lap measurement. To get your lap measurement, you come down from your crotch line by 4.
So you come down to get your lap measurement. Lap only essay. So to get it, you come down from your crotch measurements by 4 inches. Do we get? You can decide to measure it like this, leaving the 1.5. This one, then count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 14. And you can decide to just measure 4. That's B by showing it's still the same thing. Do you get? So you can decide to measure 4. Same thing. No, Lucy Mark, I see. Let's see there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 14. Are we getting it? So I can go back. So this is our what?
Lap measurement.
So what's the next thing?
Go to your hip line. Divide your hip measurement by 4 and start one or 2 then stitching around.
So this is our what?
Hip line.
So it says that we should go to our hip line. We should add our hip measurements. Let me use our hip. What's your hip?
7.
37. So that's 37 divided by 2 is what? Where's your phone? 30 divided by 2 is 15. Then divided by 6. 2 divided by 6. That's 3. That's 15 plus 3. That's 18. That's 18.5. 18.5 divided by 2. You know it's divided by 4 now. 18.5 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 first is 9. Then the remaining 5 divided by 2. Ṣé rántí 9.25. Line èkejì wo ni 25 wà? This line, this 9 o. Ó yá ẹ wá ka 25 fún mi. Ó yá ẹ kà. Àti bí ilẹ̀ ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. Ó yá ẹ kà 25. Where's 25? Zero point 125. Kí la get here? 9 point. Ìwé yín dà. Ẹ̀yin gbà àǹtí yín ẹ lọ jókòó. Can we see it? It's the second line. That's 9.25. Do you understand? So you mark it. Make sure your measurement is. Then I said we should add how many inches?
1 inch or 2 inch.
So let's add, because this is a paper, let's just add 1 inch. The bar don't add 1 inch to it. So because this is a paper, so if we are adding 1 inch to 9.25, is what? That will be 10.25. So 10, this is 10.25. Are you getting it? So this, what's the next thing?
On the first line, add 2 inches of what you have.
So this place we have 10.25. Show you. Maybe by we have 10.25. This is our hip line. And I said we should add 2 inches to what we have on our hip line to our crotch line. That's what we do. When I'm forget crotch line, let me extend this line. So we have 10.25 here. If we're adding 2 inches to it, what will it give you? What will it give you? If we're adding 2 inches to 10.25. Here. So 12.25. Ṣé ẹ ti rí ibi tó wà? Ṣé ẹ ti rí? Ẹ ti rí? That's 12.25. So what's the next thing?
Extend your measurement by 6 to the base now.
So you extend this measurement, this one, by a straight line. Right. So what's the next thing?
Then make a curve from the hip line to the extra 2 inches.
So this
of
is
the
what
crotch
it's
line.
saying. You make a curve. See what I'm doing now? No, this is the crotch measurement here. This is the hip measurement. So you make a curve from this place. Can you see it? Show you by. So what's the next thing?
On the waistline, mark your waist measurement as 2 inches.
So the waistline is the starting line. Okay, in a waistline. So what's your waist? 26. So 26 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2. 7.5. So you measure 7.5. Sorry. So continue. 7.5 lele. Did I ask you to add any inches to it? 7.5 plus 2. That's 9.5. Chetiri. So this is 9.5 here. So this is the waist. Show you anybody. This is the waist measurement. So what's the next thing?
Connect the waist to the hip line.
Can use ruler. Or you can use, I don't know how to use this one very well. So you can use this one. Okay. So you can use this one. Can you see it? Can you see it? So this is our waist. We by see by any waist, our waist. We by see by is our hip. This is our crotch and this is our thigh. So what's the next thing?
On the tight line, divide the tight circumference by 2 and add 1.
So your tights. This is your tights. If you want to measure your tights, this is it. Can you see it? So you can put it at the back small like this. This is 19. Sure. This is 19. So 19 divided by 4, right? 19 divided by 4. Abi, what's there?
Divide the tight circumference
By
by
2. 19 divided by 2. So, did I say you had anything
add
to
1
it?
inch.
There's a 9, not 1 9. Tó bá ti ṣáájú máa ṣe ni. So you add,
1 inch.
so that's what? That's 10, right? Yes, that's 10 and a half. Do we get it? Brother Sunday, show you. Kíni tí mo measure lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn? Ẹsẹ̀ mi tí mo measure lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn? Yes. You divided it by 2. Then you add 1 inches allowance to it. Do you understand? That's it.
Mark the trouser length. Have 3 inches both. Maybe the 1.5 inches over.
Mark the trouser length. So to mark the trouser length, let's just assume the length of the trouser is ó depend lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bá ṣe ga sí. To get the length, you know how to measure the length now láti waist débi tó ti máa dé. So let's assume the length of our trouser. Remember that if you want to measure, you still leave this 1.5 out. So let's assume that it's 25. The length of our trouser is 25, so that our waist paper. So the length of our trouser. So we'll add, it depends on bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ kó títẹ̀ bó ṣe fẹ́ fẹ̀ sí. Ẹ bá fẹ́ títẹ̀ kó fẹ̀ or kó rọra tínrín báyìí, you can decide to add 1 inch. You can decide to add 2 inch depending on how. So let's assume that fẹ́ kí títẹ̀ kó fẹ̀ gan. Do you understand? If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me know so that I'll paraphrase. So if you don't want the folding allowance to be too much, you can just add 1 inches. So this is 1 inches. That's 26. So remember that you have to leave out 1.5. Not back, because if you forget, it would affect your measurement. So can you see? So this is the length of our trouser. So what's the next thing?
Then you connect the thighs nicely to the end of the trouser.
This is you connect. This is the tight. Connect it. Then you check be by a sharp. You shall do it. You blend it. Can you see it? So what's the next thing? That's one. So this is the front. So let's cut it. Where's that scissors? So. To get the side of the trouser, egbe, that's how I cut it. Trying. Do you understand? Remember that we were supposed to fold this thing into two. So can you fold there? Méjì eléyìí la máa ní tó máa jẹ́ front. Àwọn kó tó wá fẹ́ràn ṣọ́ọ̀kì tó máa rán front àti back kan pọ̀ dẹ̀ front kan àti back kan. So this is just front. So táyìn bá máa ṣe lórí aṣọ ẹ máa fold ẹ̀ sí méjì ni. So just tẹ̀ lò lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ mọ́ tó wá. Ẹ wá gé eléyìí, ẹ wá gé láti bí báyìí. Line yẹn ni kẹ́ follow. Okay. Let me balance. Yes. Okay. Enough. So this is the Cutting line or single. The thing is, you can manipulate it on anything you want. You can use this as palm trouser. If you want to use it as something like this, like maybe by it's a little bit firm, then this place you reduce your measurements here. Do you get? You reduce your measurements, so you can manipulate it as even in your process of sewing. You can easily just can or jawas, depending on how you want it to be. But if you want it to be whole fair by like all those palm trouser, it's just half an inch. Do you get? So that's how me I used to. Some people have other ways of cutting, but me, the normal way, I'll just manipulate it the way I want it to be. If I want the tight to be a little bit tight, if I'm sewing it, I'll make sure this place is tight. I'll pick my normal measurements here, then the rest mafe. And if I want everything to be big, I might pick 1 inch here, the rest half inch. So it depends on how you want it, how big you want it to be. Do you understand? So sure, this is it. Basically, these are supposed to be. Do you see it? Then the band, I'm a fixed band. See. So this is front. Let's now cut the back. Ilé náà la máa lò láti fi gé back o, but let's write something down. Then we'll come back to cut the back. Do we understand the front part that we just explained? Do you understand? Brother Sunday, Brother Femi, show yín sir. Tó bá yé yín kẹ́ sọ o. Don't be shy.
Something that person needs to use to come up with different kind of thing.
That's why you have a note. So if you like now that I said you buy a lining, so take out your lining, you buy the lining, you check what is in your note to cut it. So once you check what is in your note to cut it, if you make mistake, you still try it again. So you keep trying until you get it. You don't just because what's called learning, then you will still forget until you keep trying. So to cut the back, fold the fabric that is a way wider from the front fabric. Fold a fabric that is a way wider than the front fabric. Fold a fabric that is a way wider from the front fabric. Wider. Tó fẹ̀ jù lọ. A way wider. Fold the fabric that is a way wider
Wider.
than the front fabric.
Welcome.
Next one, on the waistline, that's a way wider from the front fabric. On the waistline, on the waistline, next one, on the waistline, come out by 2 inches. On the waistline, come out by 2 inches, down to the hip.
Come out by
2 inches down to the hip. I was expecting us to ask me this question that why did we divide the lap by 2 and not by 4? Or you were not surprised that why did we divide the lap by 2 and not by 4? The hip, the lap ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni, ẹsẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ló wà. I have lap in my right leg and I have lap in my left leg. Do you get? So it's the lap circumference half 1 1. Do you get? So that's why it's instead of 4, So the rest, the reason we divided it by 4 is because it will be together. Like this waist, work bone, and this thing. But this one is essay ototo. Do we get? So on the waistline, come out by 2 inches down to the hip. Then on the crotch line,
Like
down to the hip. Then on the crotch line,
another one.
continuation. Then on the crotch line, come out by 2.5 inches. By 2.5 inches. Number next. Come out by 2.5 inches. Next one. Add 2 inches to the tight. And connect down. To the tight. Next one, and connect down. Next one, at the top of the back waist, go up by 2 inches of the back waist. Go up by 2 inches. At the top of the back waist, go up by 2 inches. By 2 inches. Then draw it slant. Draw it slant.
Right.
Slant, SLANT. To the front waist measurement. To the front waist measurement. Then connect it to the hip line. To the hip line. So, sorry. Try not to see what to add to it. Deixa eu sair, né? Puxa. I'm not supposed to waste the paper. That's why I'm doing this like this. Dá-me a solitude. Yes. Dele. Again. Again. Put them down. So I'm supposed to, not necessarily. Anything bacteria. To wait like this. It's better this way. Like a society. Mash it salad. I should go going lower by. So I think it should be fine like this. So what's the first thing we have to measure? Where's the pencil and the okay, I've seen it. Put the fabric that is a way wider. It's a way wider partition. Mm. Mm. Wait, on the let's start with on the waistline. Come out by 2 inches. So where's the waistline? For that Femi. Where's the waistline? Waist. So we should come out by 2 inches, right? So this is are you seeing it from that place or we come and put your table here? Yeah. This is 2 inches. Can we see it? So what's the next thing? So you measure these 2 inches down to this hip line. Showing. What's the next thing?
Then the cross line comes by 2.5 inches.
Where is the crotch line? That Femi. Next question. So, Mama Biri. You name her down. 2.5. So from the crotch line, ni BB by come out by 2.5. Where's 2.5? 2.5. 2.5. But going pencil over. 2.5. Where's 2.5? Okay. Three cut about mama wants there. It is 2.5. So what's the next thing?
Add 2 inches by
No. Yes. I didn't tell you that you connect, Abby.
yes.
You connect it. 2.5. So I intentionally draw the line out. To be by in I will Paris. Let me extend the line. Ṣó ṣàyè yín? So we'll draw the same curve. Débi báyìí fún títí back. Ìgbà yẹn ni curve lẹ́yìn náà. Can you see it? So what's the next thing?
How to increase the size and create
The tights. This is the tights. Abi, where is the tights? Báwo lẹ ṣe mọ̀ pé tight lélẹ̀? Wọ́n ti tó bá jẹ́ pé length lélẹ̀ nǹkan. Why is this place tight? Can go sure? Add
2 inches.
So like I said earlier, it depends on how big you want it to be. Okay, there are some trousers that it's obvious that this space is bigger than this space, but the sewing is at the side. So there are some trousers that ríran máa ń wà níbi ẹ̀gbẹ́ báyìí. It's because ẹ̀gbẹ́ bíbáyìí back is ó fẹ̀ jù front lọ. Do we get? So now, if we add 2 inches to the tight, you can decide to take that 2 inches down to the length, and you can decide that 2 inches in your débí, eléyìí á dẹ̀ follow normal measurement, eléyìí. Do you understand? So, you know, I said we should come out by 2 inches. So we can decide that after that 2 inches, the measurement and kó bá eléyìí dọ́gba. And we can decide that 2 inches in your fẹ́ ṣe délẹ̀. Kò yé yín? Show you. It depends on how big. Like this one now, we are sewing a big trouser. So we are 2 inches. So you can decide that 2 inches 10 ibi báyìí. Ẹ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n yẹn, ẹ máa mú ibi báyìí pọ̀. A ṣe pọ̀. So it depends on how big. Sister Ayo, she understands. The major thing is yes, it can, yes, it's length. Everything, this is the length of the trouser. Everything is yes. So come out by 2 inches. So in this case, I'm 2 inches. Do we get? Let me erase this. Can you see it? So eléyìí máa lọ bá eléyìí. What's the next thing?
At the top of the back,